New and updated mods are out now for Farming Simulator 22. In total, we have 34 mods released today on the in-game mod up, 16 new and 13 updates for all platforms, and PC Mac players got 3 new and 2 updates. Today is a really big mod day, and some really important mods came out today and were updated that include a lot of unrealistic things. So if you like doing what I do in your own console, you're going to be able to start doing a lot of the things that I do today. Of course, we'll look at all the new ones, plus customization and review everything that got an update. It's a big day, let's do it. Starting off today with new mods for all platforms, and we got something super duper cool. It's not a Can-Am, it is a Lizard Maverick or Lizard. I'm pretty sure the other side says the same thing. Yeah, I love that. This has got 150 horsepower at least to start off with. We have a CVT transmission, which can be changed up, 40 liters of fuel. It goes 86 miles an hour. There's a lot we could do with this. So starting off, I'm pretty sure this weighs about the same and with the same amount of power as my Miata has. However, we can bump that up if we want 200 horsepower, 250, and 300, as well as 400 horsepower. We also have a weird motor, so you want something that's got a little bit less power, well, you could go with that with 100 horsepower. We're gonna stick a 400 horsepower option on there. I think that'll be the fun part. Oh yeah, and all of those are available in manual as well if you want them. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Wheel brands, we have BKT, Midas, Continental, which look very interesting, Nokian, Lizard, and then back in. These are just going to be the tires that change up. You can change up your wheel setup, which does change a little bit with some of these. Some of these we have different tire options, so you can kind of swap through the ones that you like or the ones that you need, etc. I like the BKT, so let's stick with that with a regular wheel color. Glove compartment in there. We've got yes or no. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's a glove compartment or just a little shelf, but we'll go with it. Grills, we have the plastic cover. We also have the metal color, base color, and then back in DRL. I have no idea what this does. I've been going through like everything, trying to find maybe there's like a little thing at the bottom, or maybe there's something on the interior that changes. You know, I don't know what it is, but those are angel eyes with eyelashes, or no additional DRL. So yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe if you do, let me know. I need some help. Sides, we have the metal color side. You could do metal color side number 2, plastic number 2, and then colored side with a headlight cover, which is kind of neat. Or say headlight cover. I think maybe they mean a tail light cover. Yeah, just a little bit there. Anyway, so you've got all of that if you want it. Rear accessories, we've got it set on no. You can do a spare tire if you want to. Then we have a low downforce winger. Basically, it's just a lowered wing. Then we have a higher wing on there, or nothing. I actually like the lower wing. I think it looks super cool, so let's put it on there. Body panels. This is where it gets really interesting, because yours could look different from anybody else's with these. So this is how it comes base. Then we have type. Whatever type means. Basically, it just removes that little piece of plastic at the front. Then we have type 2, which removes the plastic at the very front. And then we have type 3, which removes the plastic on the very top. And then type 4, which I don't actually know what that removes. Plastic on the back. Then we start to kind of have a little bit of fun with it with the doors going off. And then the front comes off. And then it goes into all kinds of different pieces that are off in collaboration with one another. I don't know how many of these there are. 18? Yeah, if you go with 18, I believe all the panels are removed. So yeah, that's kind of neat. Rear lighting. So these, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. We've got red rear lights, but we can also do like a medium red or dark red. We also have platinum, if you like that look. Dark mask, we have a light red. Medium, okay, we're back in again. So we've got all those. Man, that platinum looks super cool. I think I'm going to go with that. Bumpers, we had a little bit of a front bumper. We have front bumper number 2, and then we add additional roll cage at the very back, and then it adds all of them with a couple different setups if you want to go with that. I actually like going with that, so let's do it. Let's go all bumpers number 2. LED bar, this is super cool too. So we have hood. We've got roll cage where it drops it under the top that we can do on the very top. And then we have different configurations of those different ones, which is just insane. That's so cool. I think I may just go with a little one on the very front. That little guy. Yeah, let's go with that. Attachments. We've got a 3-point. You want to throw a 3-point on it? Go for it. I don't, but you can. Antennas. We've got ones on the back, they say front, but it's not really. This may be one of the only things I actually like the antennas on, so we're going to put those on there. Glass. This is going to be your front glass. You could throw up one with a Maverick X3 logo on it. You could do a rear glass, which I think gives us that lizard, yeah, and then kind of all around, all of them. I don't know if I'm going to go with those or not. Let's just say no. Roof rack, we've got a yes or a no on there. And then we've got color. So our main color, let's see, let's select something yellow. There we go. Ah, it looks pretty cool. It's like a green yellow. That's awesome. Metal color on here. We could change up that. Now, I'm not a big fan of that. I actually like it in the white color. But you go with that. Decals colors. So you can change all the decals a different color. If you want to give it like I know something. We'll just put it the same thing. Plastics. We can change those up, so that really changes the look of the car. And then we have rim colors, which, as you know, are rim colors. Let's go with a like a chrome set up there. It does look like there's one of these that doesn't have a real color option to select from it. Oh yeah, and license plate. Yeah, we're gonna go no plate on here. Let's get that. This is cool, man. That is an interesting sound. I'll give it that. I did go with the CVT transmission. Maybe I should have gone for a manual transmission. 86 is the top. Yo, did that have a turbo hit? I'm pretty sure that just did a turbo. Hang on a minute. Let's see if we can get this thing up to speed again. 30, 40 miles an hour. Doesn't take off too fast with 400 horsepower. I don't know. I think maybe I just heard something. Let's jump into first person right here. Looking good? Yeah. That's super cool. Man, like, how cool is it that this is in Farming Simulator? I know some people aren't going to like it, and that is totally fine. Wow. Wait a minute. Does this not have much suspension? So it doesn't have a locking tip. It's got some movement on the suspension. Not a whole lot. Not as much as I was expecting it to have. Nonetheless, let's see how it goes across this field, and then we'll jump out of here. Yay! All right, so it's got some, but for some reason, whenever I was going up that hill over there, it didn't want to go. But it really doesn't want to grip. This is a super cool mod. Oh, we can drift it. Hey, are you happy to see stuff like this in Farming Simulator or not? Let me know. Next, we got the T440 Multi-Harvester Pack from Mark Thor. He is the one that brought us the Quick Bale mod. So if you guys want to know who that is. Now, this is pretty neat. It's very similar to the Colossus, but we've got a couple differences on here. 626 horsepower, variable transmission, 1,150 liters of fuel, 37 miles an hour, and it holds 60,000 liters. So that's where it comes as base, but we can bump up to 250,000 liters or 1 million and back down. So 1 million is as high as we go here. Engine options, we have a 626. We can also do an 850 horsepower, 1350, 1850, 2350 and back down. A 2,350 horsepower at 124 miles an hour. Yeet. Wheel brands, we have Michelin tires, Trelleborg, Midas, BKT, and back into Michelin, which is what you get on those no customization options. Hub, so we can change up the hub cover. This has toothpaste tractor, by the way, so we're going with that. Main color, toothpaste tractor. Design color, this is going to be your grading, so that's all going to be through there. It says plum, but I'm pretty sure that's Truckamancy color, so we'll go with that. Actually, you know what? Hub colors. Let's go Truckamancy with these as well. Boop, got them. And then, lastly, rim colors. If chrome is available, we go chrome. May not be the prettiest thing in the world, but it is what it is. I like it. Now, we have a bunch of headers that go with all kinds of stuff. So we have sugar beet, we have cotton. That's right, you can do cotton with these. We have potatoes, we have sugar cane, we have carrots. These are going to be the DLC carrots as well as the DLC beetroot and DLC parsnip. We have 3 different versions. We have standard, fast, and unreal. Standard's going to go at 12 miles an hour. 12 miles an hour? No way. Yo, is that for everything? It is. Oh, very cool. So 12 miles an hour is the standard, which is very fast. I love that. We've also got a 24 mile per hour fast or 62 mile per hour unreal. So that is super duper epic. I think since we've got some new bits right here, let's go with the carrot. Let's go unreal. Let's give it the toothpaste tractor treatment. And also, if you can see on the front, it is going to give us a little logo that's going to give us everything we need. And by the way, this thing is fast. I mean, it is properly quick. Oh, it's turned around. Oh, so there you go. Got it hooked up. We can just unfold it. There we go. It is a very quick fold and unfold as well. Yay! All right, so there we go. We've got that. And then our header, whenever we let go of it, there we go. Around towards the side, it is going to show us that, in fact, we have the carrot. So whenever we hook up to it, we know faux show. I'm going to come over here. We're going to cheat some carrots into this field and see what we can get into. Since we're on a base game map, this shouldn't be too hard. And we have carrots. Let's unfold. I think we've already done that. Can we just turn this on? Is it ready? That's ready to go. All right. So now all I got to do is jump in here and go. Can you hire a worker with it? Absolutely, if you want to. That dude looks like he's from the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. What up, bruh? So there you go. It actually slams on brakes as well, which makes things super nice. So, yeah, if you want to come in here and do this yourself, you can, or rock and roll. Kind of whatever you want to do. Ooh, can we do a drift while in this thing? I'm drifting, baby! Let's see. Do we have any of the steering modes? We do. We do have the steering modes. One thing I noticed, it doesn't look like the steering mode changes whenever you hire a worker. So steering mode, generally, they will go into a different mode. However, this one stays, which is very nice. That's so cool. Next, we have the Joskin Cargo Track Pack. This is from WolfX Modding and White Bull Modding. We just talked about them a couple days ago, and here we are. I think we had this in 19, but it is so cool to see this. So first off, we get an IC Runner vehicle, 620 horsepower, 400 liters fuel, is 40 miles an hour, 49 miles an hour. We've got the Joskin green and yellow, but you could change this whatever color you want. And then we have rim colors of basically all of the above. Super cool there. Then we have the Silo Space. This holds all of your basic stuff, so we could change up. If you want to go in a reverse color for Joskin, you could do that, or you could do literally anything. Holds 65,000 liters and no expansions on that. Then we have a smaller little bit right here. So this is manure only. I mean, I've separated manure as well if you've got the pumps and hoses DLC, which I do. 48,000 liters for that manure, 1.2 tons, 24 meters, 12 miles an hour, and we can change up that as well. This is an IT Runner manure spreader. That is super cool. Next, we have the Lindner Unitrac Electro Pack. Now, this is quite interesting because you probably know, well, we've already got a few Lindner Unitrac mods, but this one is very, wrong mod. This one's very unique because it is electric. So that is so cool. I love electric vehicles. I've always said, I've said for the past few years that the next vehicle I get will be electric. So this is super cool to see even more of these in Farming Simulator. As far as customization options, we've got a pretty good amount in here. So the Electro drive, we have 122 horsepower, variable transmission, 160 kilowatt hour battery, and 32 miles per hour. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, we also have Midas, and that's it. So good luck. We do have a set of twins and narrow twins for getting around your alpine areas. We do have plastic and metal for our fenders, or no fenders if you're a fenderless kind of person. Beacon lights, of course, we have those left, right, or both. Attachments, we have 3-point on the front. And a semi-trailer only. Semi-trailer only? What you talking about? Oh, snap! There's a fifth wheel on it. I don't know if any of these have had their fifth wheel. Or you can do fifth wheel and 3-point, or back to standard again. Color options, we've got all of the base colors that you would expect, but we also have some other really cool colors as well, so that's nice to see. And then we have other bits. We have the slurry tanker right here. We have a spreader plate or a drag hose, which can be added. Super cool. We've got a loading wagon with all kinds of color options here, 12,000 liter capacity. We've got a manure spreader for 3,400 liters. And then finally, we got a load tipper, 2,000 liters. We also have a platform with a 3-point on it. You can do the 3-point only hitch and back in. Very cool, very cool. Next, we have the Kaweco Radium 260 Dolly. So this is a 260 trailer. However, it's got a fifth wheel on there, so maybe you can use it with a Lindner, even though it's probably not going to pull it. You can use this with a dolly, and you can pull them together. So if you prefer to use a dolly with trailers, this is kind of a neat thing because it adds an option where normally you're stuck with semi-trailers. This is a regular tipper trailer. It's just got a different setup for hitching. Kind of neat. Wheel brands, we have Trelleborg, we also have Michelin, Midas, BKT, Vredestein, and back end. We do standard and wide tire on their design. We do yes or no for the plate in the back. Make color, we have orange or Kloss, and then rim colors, we have gray or Kloss. 52,000 liter capacity, and that is going to be forage crops only. Next up, we have ML Pigs 96. This is a trailer for pigs only. One of the very few trailers that we have that holds just a single animal, other than maybe like chickens and horses, that kind of thing. On here, 8.4 tons. We have different wheel setups, but you probably want to know how many it holds. The 96 should give it away. 96 little baby piggies in here. Main color, we've got pretty much all of the above, so you can change it to whatever you want. And the rim color, this is it. That's all you got to do. I've been saying it for years. Chrome, silver, white, and black. And then use default colors equals true. There you go. Great job. Next is our Lizard D47. I was under the impression we already had one of these, but hey, another D number something there. 4,200 liter capacity. We've also got bell trailer set up for left and right. Capacity of 6,400 liters or 6,000 liters or 6,400 liters again, but with metal instead of wood on the sides. Then we have the same thing, but with a cover attachment. Then we've got a silage bed kind of thing with 8,600 liters and back down. Wheel setups, we have standard. You can also do a standard number 2, which just makes them a little bit bigger, smaller and fatter on the wide tires, and then back to standard. Sides, we have corrugated or full flat sides. We'll go corrugated. Floor on here. This is interesting because it's a floor mod, but it's actually adding lights. So that's a thing that's happening. Let's go with number 4. Reflectors, we have no. We have 1, which is adding different reflectors to the very back. Let's add that one right there. Warning triangle, up, round towards the back again, yes. Oh, left or middle? Let's go left. Decals, I assume these are going to be around towards the front. Yeah, 45, and then we add a couple things all the way around. So that is kind of nice. I like these on decals number 1. We do have a license plate on here as well. It starts at standard, but you can do a Polish old, Polish new, and then back to standard, which is whatever your map is. Main colors, we have a whole plethora of them, but nothing too wild and crazy. Let's go with a nice brown. Let's go with black for the base. Red for the design. Another design. I don't even know what that does. And then we have our rim color, which there's really not much to choose from there. But it is a very nice looking trailer, great detail, and we can hook up multiple together. This may be exactly what you're looking for. If it is, here you go. Next up is the WIFO K75B potato box. Oh yeah, so we have the WIFO K75B, which hooks up to, I believe it's your telehandlers. So yeah, hooks up for your telehandler, and then you can grab a hold of your box. Now what this does is it holds onto that box. Basically, this allows you to transport different things around 3,500 liters, but it's potatoes only. Perfect timing. Would have been great to see this work with the new crops with the DLC, especially since this is all platforms. Kind of a missed opportunity there. Next up, we've got the double weight. If you thought single weight was a lot, double weight. It's Fiat Agri branded, which is super cool. We've got a standard rod on there. We could do the double setup if you want to with the rod and back in. Now we can do Fiat Agri or Fiat Agri Black to help these match up with your DLC vehicles or maybe some of the other Fiat Agri stuff. There's a lot of really good stuff out there. And your weight setups are 700, 720, 1.5 tons or 1.520 tons. So there you go. The rod, it looks like it weighs 20 kg. Yeah, there you go. Such a large weight. And also, just a heads up, the I don't know what we call that thing, silver thing, chain, doesn't do anything. You've heard of the self-made weight. Now get ready for the self-made box. This weighs 400 kg by itself. We can change it up between green, tan, or gray rather, and red, and it is a John Deere branded, so we'll keep it on the John Deere colors. And yeah, here you go. Hooks up a 3-point hitch, and that's about it. You can put this on the front of your tractor, add a little bit extra weight, and you can throw stuff in it, although it doesn't have a capacity. Next up, we need to do this whole mod in build mode because it is the Modular Shed. This is such a cool thing. So we have a couple different pieces here. The first piece is the base. So we have a couple different versions of that. So we've got front and back sides, we've got just a back side or completely open. Then we have extensions that mirror those options. Then we've also got a couple more extensions. You can see here, these got front back. We've got one that's got a side on it and a little bit. And then we have your modules, which are basically those. So if you want one that's like completely shut off at the end, so we can make a lot of different sheds. let's do that. Also, you could change up the color of the roof if you want to. I'm going to go bright green because I think that's awesome. So let's make a long way shed. So with this one, we would only need a couple different setups here. There's my green. We want to make sure that we have free build enabled, but snapping on. There we go. So we've got snapping on. Boom, 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 boom. There's one. There's a two. And I guess we really don't need anything else at the front, do we? Just for fun, let's throw this on there. Just for funsies. Bam! And now, we've got a custom-made shed all by our lonesome that we made that lines up perfectly. Look at that! I mean, that's a shed that you would see in Mod Hub, and it's right there. That's so cool. Let's do another one that's got back to it. So let's do like here. So this one will work well. So we'll put that there. Oop, need to turn that off. And then we'll put another one right there and another bit right there. Now we need sides. So let's go with, I think, will that be a good side? That's a good side. Think about right there. Yeah. Oh, I got back far, just a little bit too far back. And then we'll take this one and spin it and put it right here. Bam. So now we've got what looks to be a different setup of a barn. I messed that one up. But hey, look at that. It fits perfectly. The modular shed. Bruh. This is such a genius idea. Next one's pretty neat as well. This is the Silo Garage Pack from Missy B Modding. Now, one thing I will say is you could see here the doorway that we've got there. It is not like that on any of the mods, and every single mod shows that door. So actually, the pictures are completely wrong. That being said, everything else works perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and close that down. It's also interesting that the inside, the track, like that door just disappears out of nowhere. So there's the clarity between the two is not really there, but hey, it is what it is. We've got a couple different ones. We have a 4 and a 3 bay. These are both exactly the same. Just kind of does its own thing, rocks and rolls. Then we have a lot more versions. So that's only 2 versions in the sheds. If we jump into silos, we have a bunch in here. It's silos. So we've got the hayloft, which I have here on the left. We have the garage with silo. Here I've got one on the right. Then we've got another garage with silo. Then we've got a garage with silo that's 6 doors that way. And then we've got another one here that's one on one end, one on the other. That's bale and pallet storage of 1,000 pieces. Then same thing with 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 or 50,000 or 100,000, I think again. Yeah, or 500,000 pieces. So we have all kinds of stuff. Probably could have gone with like 2, like 1,000 and 500,000. I don't know. There's a lot through there. I think if somebody's going to get one in the middle, they're probably more than likely going to just go with the biggest one. Hey, we've got that if you want that. Here we've got the ones with garage. So let's, or hayloft rather. So we have a hayloft right there. We've got the spout at the top and the bit at the bottom. This holds, I think, 1.1 million liters. So that's pretty cool. And then over here we have garage with silo. I assume it's going to be in the same place. Yeah. And this is 100,000 liters, so much less. Anyway, big mod pack there. Check it out. Next up, farm building with cows. Now, there are 2 buildings with this, but as you can see, really the only difference is I think the roof's exactly the same. It's going to be the design. One is like a concrete brick, and one is more like just regular kiln brick. In here, really not a whole lot going on with this. It looks great, but I'm not quite sure how useful it's going to be for players. 15 head of cattle on here, so not really much doing. We do have a silo. We do have a drive-through area here. We've got an area we can drop down, and it kind of looks like all of the other things that are very similar to this, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe this is exactly what you're looking for. There's another one we got to do in build mode. The small wooden manure heap. This will hold 40,000 liters of manure. It is very similar to like the manure heap extension we have base game, but much smaller with many more less zeros. Next to last new one today for all platforms is going to be the Christmas cutouts. Now, there's a bajillion of them in here, so we won't show off too many. Is that Mickey Mouse? I think that might be Mickey Mouse. There's all kinds of stuff through here. I'm not quite sure if any of this is copyrighted material or not, but hey, it's in Farming Simulator now, so who cares? We got all kinds of cute little cutouts here. Yeah, I've got an ornament of that that's like 20, 30 years old. So all kinds of little stuff through here, and little Santa Clauses. Very cool. And your last new mod for all platforms today is a map. It is Brosumersiel something. I have no idea how to say it. It's not my language. They say welcome to the map. It's a similar landscape to their other map, Brosum. They also have two other maps, actually. They say that familiar landscape is waiting for you here. It is flat, but beautiful. Several really nice spots are here to be discovered by you. There's 152 purchasable farmlands, 139 fields, small to mid-size, 4 logging areas, and lots of different selling stations, productions. We also have biogas and a farm with a cow shed and a large dairy farm. Starting off, we own this area right here, which is a kind of an unnumbered field, but we have that. And then we've got our main farmyard through here, as well as fields 88 and 87. We also have a couple fields up through here, farmlands 23, 22, and 21, which appear to be grass fields. So there you go. We've also got a key up here at the top, but I have no idea what that says. So let's move on. Let's see if we can jump in here and see what we get in said new farmer mode. Well, we get our tiny little farm right here. Lots of room to grow, which is very nice. Heads up, there are 7 required mods. We'll go over those just momentarily, and then spreading out, you can see everything that is around. We do have kind of a beach area on the edge. However, I will tell you that once you get over that, kind of just goes on straight forever. So there is that. We do have our landing spot here. If I pull out my handy dandy where's the wall button, we can come up here and see that the wall stops about right here and head on out. We do have a big square on the outside, and then extras all the way around through there. So very nice. I think it's done well. Yeah, not too bad. There's also a double wall. Very nice. Good job there. Taking a look at the crop calendar for this mod, it looks like we've got base game crop calendar, which is nice. You can see I've also got red beet, carrot, and parsnip on here. That's because I have the premium DLC installed. If we jump around, we go to owned items. We've got some small tractors, and we've got a Dolly's Far tump liner, as well as a couple tippers. We've got our header, plow. We've got a disc harrow. Again, not something we normally get. Seeders. We've also got your fertilizer spreader, slurry spreader. We've got a mower, tedder, windrower, baler, baby baler, something for doing animals. We've also got a front loader, a couple front loader tools, header trailer, and a weight. Plenty to keep you going. And as mentioned, we do have some required mods, 7 of them total, and here they are. Jumping over to our mod updates for all platforms. The first was the Lizard Colossus Harvesters Pack from Chris S. and Riley S. This is version 4001. They've added the Premium Edition root header, so Premium Edition DLC is required for these to actually work. We also have additional wheel configurations for the Colossus 6000 and root harvester, chrome color options added, new sounds to all the harvesters. The Vicelli K98 forage harvester sound has been added. Lizard decal option for the Colossus 9000. Passenger script has been added to all harvesters, which requires the Kubota DLC. And we have the Colossus root cart. So first, let's take a look at these headers. So we have Premium Edition DLC headers. So of course in here we have potato unrealistic, sugar beet unrealistic, and then we have DLC root crop header right here. This is going to be 4 meters at 10 miles an hour, and it does all 3 of the DLC crops. Then we've got one that goes 90 miles an hour, which is super duper fast. Customization options are going to be the same here. We do have things that's a standard 10 meter and 20 meter unrealistic size. I'm pretty sure that these don't work, but I'm definitely checking them out. That's for darn sure. Where's our combine here? There it is. Let's see. Sugar beet standard. We want to do only premium root crops unrealistic, which will hold 253. Can we do all root crops unrealistic? Yeah. So we've been using this update for a little while now, and it's so cool that it's finally here. All right, let's grab it. We'll hook up to it. Unlike the T440 back there, so these headers kind of pop in a different way. The way I think you would expect. Now, these also have a smaller header on them, 5.4 meters as opposed to 4 meters. I think we've still got carrots up here. Oh, we need to unfold first. Let's go ahead and do that. It's got a standard speed of folding. Oop, don't do the header. Come on now. There we go. Can I do it yet? Not yet. And then the centerpiece has to be brought up. There it is. I think we're ready now. Let's turn it on and go for it. So unrealistic, works. Hang on. All right, so I was told that they were trying to get a triple to work. However, the triple wasn't working. So this was the next best thing. And I gotta be honest with you, this would work for all platforms. This may be one of the greatest things to ever happen for console players, because this type of working with thing has happened for a long time, but consoles really haven't been able to benefit much from it outside of a few mods that you really couldn't even tell it was happening. I just harvested 204,000 liters of carrots, and you can too. This is the dumbest thing ever. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. Now I'm curious, did he add it to anything else that we may have not have thought about? It doesn't look like through there. Let's go potato. Yes, but you have to go with the unrealistic capacity, or unrealistic rather. That's standard, which is 4 meter, 10 meter, or 20 meter working with. That is for potatoes. We've got it for sugar beets and all the DLC crops. Oh man, we also have a root crop cart in here as well with this configuration. We have sugar beet standard. We have all root crops standard, bulk crop standard, and all root crops unrealistic, and bulk crops unrealistic at back end. I would say go bulk crops unrealistic. It's 1.5 million liters. It's not bad. Branding, you've got the Lizard Colossus root card on the side, or you can turn that off if you want to. Triangle around towards the back. I like it. Strobe lights, we could definitely do those. We have orange, red, green, blue, purple, yellow, white, and special is toothpaste tractor. We also have different setups, like a police setup, fire and EMS, fire and EMS 2, which is red and amber. We also have Halloween setups if you want them. Christmas, that was a great time for Christmas. So you've got red and green, and ho 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 all the way down through the pumpkin patch. There you go. Different things. Where's my special at? Toothpaste. There we go. Design color, toothpaste, grids, toothpaste, belt, pink. Threw you off a little bit there, didn't I? Anyway, this will hold a lot, and it matches everything else in here. This is one of the craziest mods I've ever seen in my life. I still can't believe this works. It works. Look at him just doing it. You can too. It's consoles. I don't know what else to say out loud right now. I'm having a hard time dealing with my feelings. Ooh, workers. Hang on. Hire worker. Worker works with it. All right, let's see if the worker will turn around with it though. Let's see. Turned. Will they respect the 20 meter working with? Sometimes with things like that they won't. I don't actually know what the answer to this is. I did it. I actually did it. I don't know what words to say right now out of my mouth. So we're just gonna move on, I guess. Next is the JCB Fastrac 3200 Xtra version 1.1. Fixed various bugs, new details, new interior configurations, and new tire configs. One of my favorite mods, the Fendt Farmer 300 version 1001. Fixed errors in the mod description. We also have added mouse control, added new sounds, fixed error in decal, added Stoll super console, and animated the clutch. For those of you on console, the mouse control just refers to animations that can be used with your joysticks. Small update to Lancy Boys enclosed cow husbandry pack version 1.1. Manure spawn now works with the green enclosed cow barn. Another one of my favorite mods, this is the Lizard Tardis XL from Omatana version 1.3. The support foot of the liquid tank now rises when it's no longer needed thanks to the tractor being attached. All devices have received additional color variants and additional equipment, small loading wagon, trailer, combine harvester with header. All right, so let's take a look at some of these changes because these are big changes that I want to make sure that you see. So we have two different versions here of our loading wagon. This is based off of the, I believe the base Cape Pottinger, 125,000 liters or 25,000 liters respectively. Also, that takes it up to 13 mile per hour max working speed. I think instead of 12. Color options, we have, oh boy, plenty. We even have the petrol blue. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool, man. Rim colors, nice. Design, nice. That's so cool. All right, so 60 horsepower required on that. Then we have the Lizard Tardis, small loading wagon trailer. This must be the trailer, 25,000 liters or 250,000 liters. These are based off of the base game Rudolph trailers. We have BKT, Vredestein, Continental, Trelleborg, Michelin, maybe not directly in that order. Then we have all kinds of color options. See, we'll go white for the main, tan for the cover, red for our design, and then rim colors we'll go with orange. Beautiful. Then let's see what else we have. We have a combine harvester. Look at this. This may be the cheatiest combine harvester ever. So it looks like they have utilized the Deutz-Fahr combine. We've got one that'll do 10,000 liters and one that'll do 250,000 liters. So this is not the biggest combine in the game. However, that's pretty darn cool, man. Standard wide tires, main color. We can change this to literally anything. It is a Deutz-Fahr tractor. So that would be the color that it is standard. Maybe it looks like it does now, but we can change it up to gloss or orange metal. Hey, even that petrol blue. It has a 12 mile per hour max speed. However, we've got a modified fast header, which will also go 12 miles an hour. This is super cool, and you can make that whatever you want. It's not branded as anything, it's just Lizard. This is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. How's about the Lizard KM180 4+1+1 from J+M+Z version 1.0.1? Is that annoying? All right, I'll stop. Change the position of the plow so that it does not snag on the ground when fully extended, and small changes to the animation. Albutt Magsi Paladin Stoll EasyForks version 1.1.01. Tools have been adapted after patch 1.13.1. The bales and pallets are triggered by the trigger again. Missy B's silo facility was updated to 1.4, added new fill types, moved unloading area further out, re-added the cover for loading area, and added the finished translations. Next up, root crop storage version 1.1. Added new crops, carrots, parsnips, and beetroot, so you can now use this for those, and it holds 800,000 liters. Yeah, costs you 100 grand. That's not too bad. Update 1001 to Ica's small garage lighting, new model, new textures, optimization, change price and maintenance cost, its selection colors of metal. And an update to the Christmas market version 101. They've added snow to the buildings, added snow when being placed, and reworked the textures. Very cool and perfect time of year. We've also got update 1.2 to the milk extension from Jelinek. This is a small version. They've added a small version. There you go. 12,500 liters. Daily upkeep $70, and it'll cost you $7,750. If you're curious how that works with the original one, well, the original one is 25,000 liters. So there you go. About half the size, literally half the size. And your last update today for all platforms is Neu Minibrunn from Top Ace 888. This is update 105. A new save game is not required. New oat drink and country milk production at the dairy. New starting point including vehicle. Decorative plants are no longer mowed or mulched. Fixed incorrect storage type in the lime silo. Translated production decals into German. Fixed the log error of the fence 2 meter. Fixed the road collision mask. Adjusted pedestrians route at farmers market. Remove the parking cars at farmers market. Change decoration in some places. Grapes can now be transported with standard trailers. Adjusted the vehicle dealer spawn area, and description version has been increased. And they've got a note in here for this as well. I'm excited to see this. They say at least 1.12 of the game is required to run this update. All right, jumping over to some new ones for PC and Mac players, and I am super excited that the Teagle Tomahawk 8250 is here from JHHG Modding. Interestingly, Sid Modding is not credited with this one, which I found interesting, but hey, it is what it is. Tomahawk 8250T. We have two versions of this, one which hooks up via 3-point hitch and runs like on the back of your tractor, something like that. Then we have this guy right here, which is just a trailer. 2 bales in, is a straw blower at the end of the day, 2.4 tons, 80 horsepower. And then we have Continental, Trelleborg, and BKT tires through there. Very nice, very beautiful mod. No customizations on the Ilm version. Super cool. Man, I kind of wish these came to consoles, but I guess the Teagle branding hasn't worked out yet. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you. Next up, we have the Pichon B-MIX80. Half of that was right. I'll let you figure out which half was right. This is hydraulic tilt cylinder, ensuring the immersion depth at the crusher in the pit. The grinding screw is helical type. To obtain a homogeneous slurry, 2 knives are fixed to the base of the auger, and an adjustable counter knife is fixed to the end of the frame. The material is crushed efficiently. The design prevents any accumulation of stringy elements around the shaft. And if some of that sounded inappropriate, well, it did to me too, but I said it anyway. Funny enough, in farming simulators, it does literally nothing, but hey, you can use it as an agitator in your slurry pits if you want to do roleplay. There you go. And your last new one for PC and Mac players today is the Landkracht. This is the front bumper series. We have 2 of them in here. Both of them are the same as far as weight goes, but one's a 1900 and one's a 2400. And well, what's the type? Well, it looks like the 2400 may be a little bit wider. They both start at 350 kilograms, so nothing crazy there. Then we can fill in the middle part, as they say, and that adds us up to 675 kg on one, but 720 on the other. Then we have the outer parts filled, and again, this is adding just invisible weight, I guess, more or less, just kind of adding more concrete or whatever. Outer part filled, 1.4 tons, completely filled, and then empty. So you've got those for all of them. But we do have customization options. We have the front and side reflectors. We've got front, well, supposedly front, but actually I'm not quite sure that there's anything there at the front there. And then we just have just on the side without, and then front and side. Okay, those are the front. Yeah, what do you know? Towing sling without it or with it. We've got it draped around the left side or the right side. Great that we have that option. Front height. So lifting height, we have low lifting height, medium, and high lifting height. That's pretty cool that we get that option. Never seen that before. And then we have colors. Main color, we've got all of the above. Front reflector color, we've got that. Front reflector color number 2. Side reflector color, and then back in. So there you go. Now, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. We only have 2 of them. First is the Meprozet PN-2 version 1.2. Manure system is now supported. And an update to Courseplay 7.4. Enabled forestry mulchers and lawnmowers for fieldwork. Added option to show the info panel only when at least one message is active. Plow handling improved in turns. Now less headlands are needed. Improvement for reverse driving with offset tools. Added shovel mode, driver. We also say please read the in-game help menu for how it works. They've changed the description for combine unloading on the first headland to be more clear. Added leveler height offset to the ground settings. Added fruit type check for mission and season. Combine unloading improvements. Can now use a truck and a trailer to unload a combine. More bug fixes. Added info text for vegetable harvesting with pallets. And increased the description to 79, which includes patch 113.1. And that is it. That is all of your new mods, your updated mods, and your go hammed mods for Farming Simulator 22 today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you're new and join the Go Ham fam. Double check that notification bell as well. That way you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. We got some fun stuff for you this weekend. We have the last video for Alma, Missouri coming out tomorrow on Saturday, and then the 11 through 20 Supercut dropping on Sunday. I'm also going to be recording some stuff for Q&As of new wheel setups. So if you have any of those, hey, drop those down below here. I'll be reading these before we record. Otherwise, just hope you have a great day, have an awesome weekend, enjoy playing Farming Simulator, and just have a great weekend. We'll see you guys later.